Procrastination. 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 We hear the echoes of this all around us. But what does it mean to truly procrastinate in its definition? Procrastination is simply the action of delaying or postponing something. So by a show of hands, how many of you raised your hand? 10, 20, 100. Ha ha ha. I'm part of the procrastinated crew too. I know procrastination is something that most of us have resorted to. You may say it has been part of a condition, but why do you think so many of us have resorted to procrastinating on many tasks that we have set to do? Let me take you back to your high school days. Have you ever procrastinated on doing a paper until the night of the due date? Just because maybe that paper, maybe it was a topic that didn't excite you, maybe you felt like it was too hard, maybe it may have been a trigonometry or algebra, solving algebra equations, as many people find math very difficult. Now, you see here that most of the time, procrastination is often when we seem to not want to do something because it don't hold significant priority to us. Yes, as in the example of being in school and having the assignment. Your teacher gave you that assignment, and of course there's a scheduled due date, but it wasn't priority to you because maybe the assigned paper you had just didn't excite you. Maybe in your mindset you felt those math equations was just too hard for you. But what about procrastination on the own things that holds some significant priority and it's a great task to you? Let's say, you're in your home and maybe you moved and you have to now organize your home. Let's say you're like, oh, I have all of these things in boxes and I don't know where to start with just unpacking and decorating my home into how I want it to. Now, you've been procrastinating 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, almost a month, then you can't seem to start that process. Instead of, because it's something that should be priority to you, because you're not going to live in your home, years upon years like this, unless you just don't consider being an organized person. You have to see to it that, this is something that I have to organize. So first thing you could do is, you could simply, let's say you're someone you love cooking. You could start by maybe go into those boxes where you organize your pots and your pans, your dishes. You probably like just having your little decorations, you're painting your art. You start dealing with that and start working on your walls. You love the comfort of your bedroom because you love getting a good night's rest. You start focusing maybe on your bed area and your countertop space, and you start putting those things together. So there you go. For procrastination, it's simply you not putting priority over this set task at hand. You could have like a procrastinating thing of maybe the year has just started, and I know for many people their New Year's goal is weight loss. A lot of people, you see the gyms packed maybe the first 2 weeks, and after maybe the third, fourth week you see there's barely anyone there. Maybe you have, it could be a big goal, it could be a little goal. Oh, I want to lose 10, 15 pounds, but you've just been delaying it because you're like, wow, I don't really like going to the gym. I don't really like exercising. and I can't seem to want to give up my favorite sweet treats. Well, you now have to see to it that maybe you went and you did a physical the other day, and the report came back that you're borderline diabetic, and so you see indeed that this is priority to you, and now the procrastination have to leave you, and now you have to prioritize, this great goal of, your weight loss journey. Now, what you could now do is focus on certain things that will get you motivated to start this weight loss. So, you're a sweet treat person. Let's say you like oatmeal cookies. You don't have to go to the supermarket and buy, the regular, high calorie content, oatmeal cookies. You could recreate a healthier version of it. You go to the store and you buy those, ingredients that will make it low calorie. You bake your own cookies. Maybe that first week you said, I'm gonna, cut back on all of, going out to maybe eat it. You probably go out to eat 3 times a week. You probably say, okay, I'm not just gonna cut it out fully. I'll probably just go out one time with my friends. Maybe I won't order as much. You, instead of going to the supermarket and buying all those sweet treats, you say, okay, I'm gonna bake this and this will last me for maybe a couple days. So there you go. You've seen that just by doing that little change, you've taken that action, you neglected the procrastination. You lost 5 pounds in 1 week. That's a third of, your intended weight loss. So there you go, you get the motivation now. You don't like exercising. After 2 weeks, you're like, oh, I'm seeing it coming off, but I want to do more. I want to get more in shape. Maybe you don't have to go to the gym. Maybe you don't have to do all these strenuous exercises. You always like skipping and jumping. You probably buy yourself a jump rope, and you maybe skip maybe 10 minutes 3 times a week, and you see that too even help you in losing more weight. Come down 3-4 months the line, you've lost your 15 pounds that you tended to do. So you see, procrastination has more to do with what we prioritize and value in our daily lives. You don't have to keep putting up that task. I know it's something that most of us have just seem to get conditioned to, but we now have to find means and ways to really prioritize what's meaningful to us. To really, even if it's a task that we may not really enjoy, we have to even see something in that task that's going to excite us. Like in the case of the weight loss journey, this person loves skipping. They love, eating, those sweets, and they probably took the time to bake their own thing, and they see now that even just the process of cooking and baking, they enjoy it. So now they have this great passion of just recreating their own healthy meals. Now, what about procrastinating on something that you truly love, but most people say they don't have enough time? Let's say you're a busy mom of 3, and you come home from work every day, and you've had your great passion of just love crocheting from just being a teenager, and that's something that you truly love. You do it for fun, but you tell yourself just do something you're passionate about. Maybe it's even something that you want to venture out into, to just use it as some sort of resources to create more like resources for yourself. So you tell yourself wow, I work this much time a week, right? And I don't seem to even have the time to do it. Even on the weekends, I have to focus on doing this, and taking care of the kids. Now, you now have to make time for that thing that you're procrastinating on, especially if it's something you enjoy. You now have to tell yourself, maybe you go to bed at 10 p.m. every night. Maybe because you have the kids up, you're helping them with homework. You could find means and ways to Maybe let them even start their homework earlier. Maybe you get them some help, someone else who could help them with their homework. So by the time you come home, you don't have to focus on that. You probably have to cook when you come home. Maybe your kids are already in their teenage age, and you could probably tell them they come from school, a little bit earlier than you. Start helping with the cooking. So by the time you come home from work, you probably just have, less of the cooking to do. So then you guys are all in bed by a decent time, 8 p.m. You get enough sleep, you get rest. So there you go. Even during the weekday, you probably, because you get sick, maybe it's a Monday, you got sleep on that Monday. So you tell yourself, okay, Tuesday, I come home, the kids have already made dinner by 6 p.m. Maybe, you take your shower by 7 to 8. You use that little hour to start crocheting. On the weekends, maybe certain things that you would do, certain activities, it's the same thing. Maybe you spend a lot of time doing laundry, you get help, you start your day off early, and you even find time on the weekend to do this. So these are simple examples of how to really get rid of the programming nature within you, all of the procrastination nature within you. And whether it's things that you don't enjoy, there's always a way to find means and ways to enjoy something. Whether it's something that somebody else gave you to do at work, at school, or your own little passionate project that you intend to do. So make today your first day that you stop the procrastinating habit. Take one step at a time to really go forth and truly eliminate that great procrastination habit.